touch me and I break your wrist.
Your whole nervous system. It leaves much to be desired.
What are you talking about, my nervous system? Come on, just give me your best shot.
Fool, I already have.
I did it, boys. I finally did it. A chimera that understands human speech.
Okay, everyone, today I'm here with Chuck Huber, and he is a voice actor. Please tell us all about you. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. I'm most known for my role as Android 17 in Dragon Ball Z, or Hiei in Yu Hakusho, or Dr. Stein from Soul Eater, or Kurogiri from My Hero Academia.
Yes.
I've been doing it about 27 years now.
Like, what made you get into voice acting?
Well, I was an actor, and then a friend of mine came into rehearsals one day, and he was like, hey, you should go audition for this Dragon Balls thing. And I was like, Dragon Balls? That sounds weird. And he's like, it's Japanese anime. And I was like, okay, so it's definitely weird. And he gave me this dude's number, and I went and auditioned, and the first role I got was Garlic Jr., and there weren't a lot of actors doing it at the time, so there was a lot of opportunity for us to do a lot of different roles.
Now, were you always into anime?
I got into anime, so I liked it as a kid, but I didn't know it was anime. Star Blazers, G-Force, even Speed Racer back in the day, but those were just cartoons where people could die.
Yeah.
It wasn't until college that I realized that anime was, distinctly from Japan, and it was Akira was the first anime movie that blew my mind, and then I was hooked on anime.
So what blew your mind about Akira?
Just the storytelling and the visuals. Like the thing about anime is the story can go anywhere at any time. You can be watching what you think is a slice of life, and suddenly it's a kaiju epic with like a giant monster.
Right, and somebody's getting slashed up, all over.
Just the stories are the best. The stories and the art in anime are great.
Now, I have a question for you. So, sometimes there are common misconceptions when it comes to anime. What do you think some of those are, and why do you think those have come about?
Well, I mean, initially the early misconceptions about anime were that it was like not good, but anime, to me, it's very clear who the good and bad guys are. So, and of course, every genre has its sort of sketchy parts, and there are some sketchy parts in anime. It can get a little violent, a little sexual sometimes, but there's so much of the world of anime is geared towards almost everybody's likes. If you like volleyball, there's an anime. If you like racing cars, there's an anime. There's an anime for everyone.
Yeah, but how do you think parents can protect their kids from certain animes that may give off those common misconceptions? Do you think there is a way for that?
Yeah, you absolutely. If you're a parent, you should be reviewing or reading reviews of anime before you let your kids watch them, because you never know. I think a lot of what happened with Fullmetal Alchemist, which came out after DBZ, a lot of parents just assumed it was like DBZ and let their kids watch it, but it had themes that were pretty dark at times. Yeah. So a lot of kids were introduced to pretty serious themes at a young age.
Yeah. Okay. If your voice had a superpower, what do you think it would be?
My voice does have a superpower. It can change into any character it wants to. But if I could give it a superpower, it would be that I have perfect pitch. I would like to have perfect pitch.
All right. And if you had any advice for any voice actors out there, what would that be?
Take some acting classes. That's definitely where it starts. And even my story of getting into anime was because I was already acting. So there's always the next new big thing, and you never know what it's going to be. So it's just a matter of being in the industry and being an actor, getting some training.
Yeah. What is something that grinds your gears? Do you get what I mean?
Oh, plenty of things grind my gears. People not being truthful and honest, that's probably the biggest one for me.
Yeah.
I'm a big honesty guy. I think that's the simplest way to communicate.
Yeah, integrity. And it's not hard to have integrity at all.
Just tell the truth. Pretty simple.
Okay, so which role made you say, all right, this is exactly where I need to be. I don't need to start acting again in big picture, trying to get big picture films and stuff like that. What was the role that said, I'm going to stick with this?
Well, I mean, anime stuck with me. There was the roles just keep going on year after year. I mean, I still do movies occasionally in television and write and direct. As an actor, you really have to do a lot of everything. Although anime has become a major portion of what I do for my career.
Yeah. What's the coolest fan mail you've ever received, or a message, DM, video? Has anyone ever went? I'm sure, you know, the way social media is today, people go above and beyond to get, you know, their favorite person's attention. So what is something that you saw and you was like, I gotta repost this?
Oh, there's a lot of those. There was oh gosh, there's so many. One of the early ones, one of my very first autographs was a girl who had watched Yu Hakusho with her father while her father was dying. And so it was really special for that reason. And that was like one of the very first autographs I ever signed. So I'd probably cite that as one of the most awesome things that happened. Okay. Fan interaction.
Okay. And if you could give people one piece of advice, what would that be? Nobody cares. Nobody cares. And like, you can be sad that nobody cares, or you can be like, wait, nobody cares. I can do whatever I want. Right? Pretty much you can go for it. You know, it's so funny. I was recently saying that to myself, and I was like, you know, the moment you start saying, I'm going to do what I need to do for me, and I don't care what anyone else says, it really is a mindset switch. Yeah. And you're just like, yeah. And just things just start coming, and you're just like, wow, that's wild. Nobody's looking at you. We all think everybody's staring at us. Nobody cares. They're worried about themselves, just like you. I remember one time I said to my friend, she was just like, that's a little harsh. And I was like, well, you know, as your friend, I'm telling you this because I'm your friend. Mm-hmm. And people care. I mean, obviously people care, but generally 99.9% of the world, they don't care what you do. Mm-hmm. Well, thank you so much for your time today. I really appreciate you. Yeah, absolutely. It's a pleasure. Yes.